You know, especially if you want to be a bodybuilder and you want to be elite, you have to do the elite things, you know.
The battles with Ronnie Coleman were like, that's what people talk about in bodybuilding. They remember when the shows were kind of built up, the Mr. Olympia, you know, you get 15 to 20 guys qualifying each year, but no one gave a shit about anyone but me and Ronnie. Like the whole advertisement was Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler show.
You guys saw the difference in Kai. The whole year we worked towards this. It wasn't one day that he wasn't thinking, man, I want to win the Olympia. You think it's easy to go next to Phil Heath and get him scared? The guy is a gift. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And bodybuilding hasn't had that. I mean, you talk about the days when it was like Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno, or there's never been that rivalry like that. And I think that's what bodybuilding misses nowadays, because fear of losing was what drove me more than anything.
What you want to do? And you better show me what you made of.
Those two not even, to me, the number one. I would have to say King Kamali and Craig Titus. Them two, that was the ultimate. Them two hated hated each other, bro. Screaming at each other on stage. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was my favorite rivalry. Yeah. You know, Jay and Ronnie was awesome. Phil and Kai, that was up, but nothing could touch those two.
Let's see. King Kamali. Don't like him. Not at all. Very disrespectful man. He's got a big mouth. I don't have the luxury like Sean Ray does to ignore him, because Sean, being 13 years, top 5 in Olympia, he can ignore fools like that.
As far as Titus goes, he's gone way beyond to ruin what I've worked so hard for this year. Used every tactic known to mankind to destroy whatever I've worked hard to get, and this and that, and the synthol comments and what have you. It's just, I beat him twice, and I'll beat him again, and again, and again.
Man, who you trying to fool? Acting like you don't say nothing up here. Like I'm the one trying to ruin. Go on flexonline.com. Remember, I'm distended and bald. You remember that? Who are you trying to fool? Don't come up here acting like you're some classy individual. Now you got a big mouth, period. I'm not the one. I'm telling you that right now, I'm not the one.
Like I was saying, I'm in the best shape of my life, put on 7 extra pounds of muscle since the Arnold Classic, and I'm about 10% sharper. I guarantee you one thing, I will give it all I got Saturday, and the only thing that I can guarantee is I'll blow the roof off the gym, the opposing routine, so.
He's a smart guy, smart promoter. So he had me and Craig come out for a call out in Australia, the Australian Grand Prix. And during the Australian Grand Prix, we just started yelling and screaming at each other. I think that's what Dexter was talking about, because it was legitimately yelling and screaming at each other on stage. And I remember when we turned around from the rear, I knew I'd kill him from the back. So when they called the back double bicep, I just yelled out, "Lights out, game over, baby." And I remember Dexter, Chris, Marcus, they all dropped down laughing while we're staying in the lineup, and then Dexter yelled out, "That's what I'm talking about, I love it." You know, I think that's where he got this whole rivalry. We hated each other. We were polar opposites.
There's only one thing in mind, and that's to beat that German. We gotta beat Arnold. He's been up there too long. You waited 9 years for this shot.
For years now, since 1970, I was like unbeatable. And there was no hope for anyone to come close. It just didn't exist because I knew once I have the title, there's no way anyone is going to take it.
Might actually lose to the larger and hungrier Ferrigno.
You were the one who saw Lou in New York just a few days ago, so how does he look?
He looks very, very massive.
Nobody has beaten me, so why should he come around now all of a sudden and break my record?
I don't know, he's training real hard.
Well, you will see.
He's massive, and he's built almost like you. No. What happens when you are defeated?
And if he's in shape, fine. I hope he is.
Veronica, you're gonna wipe him out!
He probably got heavy iron. I really wanted to beat Arnold Schwarzenegger.
If Lou hits this one, I fall up.
We can't go into that one? The arms are important. You got arms. He's got spaghetti arms.
Where do they see these arms in Africa?
Putting in my head, this is your last chance. There's one scene you see me killing dumbbells. 100-pound dumbbells.
I gotta do more!
Remind him what you're gonna show them, and then you go, boom, like you're saying, take a look at this hunk of man, something like that, okay?
I played the kind of Germanic machine that comes over from over there, like a machine, nothing will stop him.
I have to cut my emotions off and be kind of cold.
No emotions, no feelings.
What did you say, Louis?
Training, Arnold. You gotta get a good pump.
Wherever he goes, you pose down with him, right next to him. Let the judges make a comparison. You're 6'5", you're gonna be the biggest thing that ever went out on that platform at 275 pounds. They know that, and he knows it. This is for the big baby, Lou, and we're gonna go after him.
All right.
I watch you.
I watch you too.
Oh, there's a problem above my head. I love it, Louis. What do you think your chances are today?
There are always contenders waiting to rise, waiting for the perfect moment to take advantage of a misstep.
He was scared. Believe me, guys. I was there. I was standing in the front, and I saw Phil. He's breathing heavy, and he's looking at Kai back and forth. You know, like he was scared. And the only way we did that is Kai worked every single day towards the Olympia. And that's, you know, that's when you wanted something so bad. That's what you do. There's nothing impossible.
Years of focus and concentration.
They only nitpick the best. They only criticize the best. They do. In all sports, they do.
Maybe I wasn't born with, the most dashing good looks, but there's something to be said for hard work. So, we can say, keep your gifts. I work hard. I know how to work real hard.
My soul's on fire, man. These guys are gonna have some freaking hell to pay. Well, that's what he's thinking. He thinks that hard work is gonna beat talent. When talent actually works hard, it's over. There's nothing that other person can do about it. We just despise one another. So excited to go give them hell. Every year, some competitor thinks you can't win, that they're gonna whip your ass. And then 4 sundowns later, they still talking. I do reps from them on this one. I had to ask myself a serious question, which was, can I get better than what I just did?
I said, I had to remember who I am. Remember what I came here to do. Remember how hard I worked.
People that were in my life have long since moved on. The one thing that's remained consistent is still, your focus towards achieving this ultimate goal.
But I told my father before he passed that, I'm going to bring one home for him. And that's what I intend to do.
That's what the first three should have been.
You by no means have the right to interrupt me while I'm talking about my father. Period. Enough is enough. You know what? You talked about the past your whole entire career, making excuses, talking about you think you're the only person that's ever gone through something in your life.
Excuses.
Everybody knows
making
your
excuses.
Story. Yes.
Making excuses.
Yes. This is great.
I want to look you in your eyes on Sunday.
Hey,
I'm waiting for Sunday.
That's great.
I'm ready for Sunday right now. But I'm gonna enjoy Saturday and Friday when we show what you ain't got.
Oh man,
how about that?
This is great.
How about that?
I know that I pushed him to his best look, and I knew I'm gonna go against their biggest punch. But like I said, wait till I punch back.
I'm not here to know everything about
this
you.
Is the type of
I'm here to beat you. I'm here to beat you. Listen, man, 2013 was 2013. 2014, every man came here to do their best, to win.
And that's what a whole nother business should, man. You guys started it. I'm gonna build God.
They say Olympians are one from the back. Who's winning this one? Olympia fans, who's it gonna be? Heath. Three-time Mr. Olympia.
Can you literally take the crown off of Ronnie Coleman's head? You literally walked out there with the crown on your head. When you leave here tonight, you still gonna be wearing it?
The battles with Ronnie Coleman were like, that's what people talk about in bodybuilding. Mr. Olympia, you get 15 to 20 guys qualifying each year, but no one gave a shit about anyone but me and Ronnie. Like the whole advertisement was the Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler show.
Yeah, buddy. Come on. Hey,
Although the gyms were super hot and I would do those walk-in lunges outside Decatur gym, 110 degrees, and I'd be dying out there, but it made me feel like I was working harder because I knew Ronnie was in that shithole just training away and training harder than everybody else.
I was trying to be the best in the world. And Ronnie was standing in my way. So every year it was a battle against Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman. This is the Ronnie Coleman right here.
I asked him backstage, how big are you? 10 pounds heavier than last year, right now at 296. Here he is, Mr. Olympia, Big Ron Coleman.
What's it gonna be, people? Who is it? Say it! Who do you want?
At this point, but I was battling probably the greatest Mr. Olympia we ever seen. Best body. I mean, he was the guy that he squatted 800 pounds. You know, he'd bench press 500 pounds for 12 repetitions. Probably one of the strongest bodybuilder ever.
I was fed up. You know, I wasn't sure how much longer I could keep getting second place.
Cutler!
I knew I lost, but I kept going.
The 2006 Mr. Olympia, Cutler!
You know, I came back, and I came back massive.
But I can tell you that my training was so on point during this time. Anytime I went to the gym, I had the craziest pump, the best progress.
There is no failure at this point. I've done it all. Just to stand up there. That's not how an athlete or a champion bodybuilder trains for a competition. So they always want to think about winning and being their absolute best.
It was the heyday of bodybuilding. I don't think will there ever be another rivalry like Ronnie Coleman and myself.